A while back, I showed you how to create a control panel in Excel. Well, unlike GMRI, Excel doesn't connect to your train layout, but it is a very simple way to create a control panel. So now I have a laptop and it has a Unix operating system. And with that comes some free software package, and it's called Libre Office Calc, which is very similar to Excel. So now I'll show you how I create a control panel in this software. So to start with, I've created a new blank sheet, and the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of the grid lines. So I'm going to do that first. And then the other thing I'm going to do is pick a nice neutral background. So you have a nice clean blank sheet. You don't want grid lines, and you've got this gray color, so it's very neutral. So we have to go into formatting in order to select the conditional format. So you select formatting, then conditional, and then again conditional. And then we have to set up some rules. So the first thing I want to do is I want to set up is equal to, and when you're using text, you have to type in quotes. So I'm going to go quote clear end quote. Okay, and select text. Okay, then the next step is now we want to select a new style. Now I've already selected track clearance, as you can see here. So I select that, you'll see it goes green because I'd already set up that rule as well. Now we'll do the exact same thing over again. This time, if it's not equal to clear, text again, and then the condition is track occupied. Then it'll be red. So I'll hit enter, and lo and behold, it is red because I've got nothing typed in there. Because basically the rule is anything except clear, and it's going to go red. Okay, so now I'm going to type in the word clear, and there it is green. The next step is to create a drop-down menu. So you click on data at the top, and then validity. Under validity, you have another drop-down menu that basically shows all values. You click that drop-down menu, and you come up with a list. Click on that, and then you just enter in the box, you enter what you want. So I've got train numbers 200, 201, 180, and 181. Because typically you have even train numbers going one direction and odd going the other. In my case, it would be north-south, could be east-west. And of course, I have to type in the word clear as well. Now you can see a little drop-down arrow to the right of the cell. When you click on that, you can select either clear, which is showing, or one of the train numbers that we put on the list. So now what we can do, now we've created both the formatting rules and we've also got the drop-down list. All we got to do is copy and paste, and we can start building our control panel. So we'll start by pasting multiple areas where we want to have, like, say, a staging yard, main line, passing track, etc. Now that we have all the boxes selected where we want them, we want to connect it. So what I do is I just use lines and make sure it's the color you want. In my case, it's black, so I make sure it's a shade of black. And you just connect the lines to all the boxes. Basically, you've created yourself a schematic diagram for our control panel. So now let's say that we're running an operation and you're the dispatcher. So first we're going to do is we're going to run train 200 out onto the main line heading northbound or to the left. And then we'll do train 181 heading to the right onto the main heading southbound. We're setting up basically a potential meet at that passing sign in the middle. So as I'm going along, you'll see I'm clicking the menu options and moving the train number over, and then also clicking the other one to clear when they've left that block. Yeah, I did inadvertently forget to shut the 181 off at one point when I put it into the siding, because I decided to put that one in the siding where they're going to meet. You'll see I fixed that later. Also on a sidebar, as you can see, the lines kind of got in the way when you're clicking the down arrow. There might be a way to put the lines into the background or something, or permanently set them there so they won't interfere, or you can draw them differently, maybe a little away from the boxes. You will notice as I'm clicking the boxes and adding the train numbers, the color is going red as I set up in the conditional formatting. And when I'm clicking on clear, it's going green again to show that that section of track is clear. The nice thing about working with this spreadsheet is you can also easily add text. So what I'm going to do here is I'm adding Englehart as the middle division point, which is the passing track in this case. And in the south will be North Bay, which is where the internal Northland starts at the south end, at North Cochrane, which is not necessarily north end, it goes all the way to Moosonee, but for intensive purposes, most freight ends up at Cochrane. And you can do anything you want, depends on what you're modeling and what your terminuses are, but that's very easy to label. So I finally get around to removing train 181 from the main line, as it's been in the siding in Englehart for a while now. And now I'll move train 200 to the main line, as it's going to pass train 181 on the main, and then it's going to proceed north, and then once it clears, 181 can then proceed south. You can also label your tracks as well. For instance, with the staging, you might want to do track 1, 2, 3, or north track, south track, central track, whatever. And you can label all your sidings and everything as well, which I did on my Okanagan Valley Railway. Now we've completed this simple operating session. We've run one train north and one south, and now they're in the respective staging yard. You can see how fairly simple it is to do that, and then you can dispatch trains from your laptop or PC, whatever have you, both from either Microsoft software or from Unix free-based software, whatever you choose. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, and maybe give it a try. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw and wish to see more content on model trains and real trains, please subscribe to my channel.